Ed, my book Sarah and the Wheelwork. I wrote it, Ed, witnessing moments that I was seeing in the spirit that had happened. I witnessed it and wrote that as a book. And there was this moment. There was the father of the family, and there were his adult children. Two of his girls had the men that they loved on this really impossible mission. And it was impossible in the sense that they were trained to fight physical combatants in the army. But the situation that they were in was dealing with secret societies and things that were outside of their training. And so all they had to do was expect God to do miracles. That's simple. Because when you're outside of your training or your frame of reference, what can you do? And they had this family at home absolutely dying, minute by minute, worrying about them. And the grandfather, Ed, he said this thing to them. He said, if you at any time begin to believe that there is a force stronger than love in this universe, you will fall into delusion. This challenged me a lot, and it almost made me stop writing the book because it challenged me so much. But over time, Ed, I have found this to be true. I'm still not, Ed, escaped out of my hell, but I have come a long way, and I'm seeing why it takes a long time. Because we have to come out of delusion. And one of the keys to this delusion that we keep falling into is that we keep imagining that there is something stronger than love in this universe. Love, Ed, is what makes this universe, what runs it. Everything in it is done by love. And then there is the delusory world, the illusory world. You take the ancient Hindu epics. They are dedicated to telling you to come out of this maya or delusion or delusory world. Because essentially this delusory world is a sort of hypnosis where you think that there is something stronger than love. That is the key lie of this thug matrix, the key lie. They keep telling us that which we're born with, which gives us hope in life, which drives us in life, they keep telling us that thing is useless and doesn't do anything. And they have songs about it. Some great poet, Ed, great in the sense that this person makes a lot of money, a modern poet, on Instagram I came across the other day. And she said this. She said, I simply write about the pain of love and it sells. The pain surrounding love and the sorrow surrounding love, that's what sells. I write that and I sell. And that is it. The defamation of love is the foundation of the thug matrix. The defamation of love as being helpless, powerless. And yet, Ed, here we are. Every single day, Ed, if we get out of bed, it's because we love somebody. Our souls I'm talking about, not the fakes, Ed. But you and I and every human soul, we know that we get up because we love somebody. We love, it's because of that love. If we clean our teeth, if we put clothes on, if we brush our hair, if we do anything, Ed, it's because of love. That's what is driving us, is giving us life. It's calling things to happen in our lives, Ed. And every soul I know, Ed, is living a miracle right now. Right now, Ed, everybody on my Instagram, everyone, every soul, Ed, that I've come across. Everyone is living a miracle right now, Ed. and living a miracle because of love inside. A love that is refusing, in the face of millennia of defamation, millennia of attacks, millennia of repetition. Love is painful, love is fake, love is not real. Jokes about couples, jokes about how they're only there for, for a short time. Documentaries and science about it. But in the face of all that, love is refusing to die down. And in the Desiderator, Ed, it says, for despite everything in the world, love is as perennial as the grass. This is the reality, Ed. And I just wanted to share, Ed, about how I've grown so much by seeing my own life experience since that moment, Ed. It was 2019 when I witnessed that moment when that father said, "Don't ever believe that there is a force stronger than love in this world, or you'll fall into delusion." And I honestly didn't really believe it that time. It was very challenging for me. I published the book, Ed, because I trust God to put the right things through me out, Most of the time, Ed, I'm just putting out the messages that God gives me, and I myself have a long way to go in learning and accepting those things. But this thing, Ed, has challenged me, and I'm finding it, Ed. I'm seeing the power of love in my life. Literally, Ed, there are days when I should have died, but I live because of love, because you love me. I feel the strength in my body coming when I am like dying. I feel your love. I felt it, Ed, when I was giving birth to Gabriel, and a point came when I could not go on any longer. I felt your love energy taking over. Love is a real force, Ed. It's very real. It's real, Ed, and I believe, Ed, that the thugs have a way to even measure it. It is so real. It is so real. It is life force itself, and it is so real. You can feel it physically. I can, Ed. Maybe God has put me in this situation where we go through so much torture, where I just live, Ed, with no reserve. I don't have reserves like others. Physically, emotionally, mentally, I'm at the end of every possible storage in me, Ed. I have no reserve at all, but I feel love giving me and giving my fingers at the ability to contract and expand, just holding my bones, my body, my cells together. This is the truth, Ed. This is the truth that they don't want us to know because of the power. And I want to say one more thing, Ed. Why we should never believe that there is any force stronger than love, and why we should not go into delusion. Because, Ed, the more we believe in lies, we block our spirit from manifesting our destiny. So we stay looping, Ed, looping and looping in the same loops. Those loops are because of lies. Loop is equal to lie. Loop is equal to delusion. And, Ed, one of the keys, Ed, is like a key that opens everything, is if you realize that love is the most powerful and real force in this universe. If you just hold on to that, you come out of delusion. There's an unexplainable power of truth, Ed, where if you take a truth and it seems not even of the topic related to what you're worrying about, like something of a completely different topic, but the power of truth, Ed, is if that truth is of any topic, somehow it will set you free, generate energy for you to get free of whatever loop you're stuck in. Yeah, so this is about getting out of loops, Ed, and one of the keys is this great, grand truth that there is nothing stronger than love. more powerful than love. Yes, real energy, real force.